Hey guys, welcome to the fifth episode of the third person shooter series. So, in the previous lectures, I have created the firing system and other system which you can see here. So, if you have not watched these videos, go and watch it. And in this video, we will be creating the reloading system for our game. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to create this thing. So, let's get started. So the first thing you have to do is you have to import an animation. I will put the link in the description. You can also use the Mixamo to download the animation. I have told about that in the first video, so if you have not watched, I will put the link in the description. You can watch it. So this is the animation of reloading. So the first thing we have to do is go to rig and make it humanoid and just click on apply and come to the animations and check the loop time and bake into pose and make sure you do not check this. You have to check loop time, not loop pose. So the third thing you have to check this and then this. The thing which is green you have to just check. If it is red then you do not have to check this. So just apply this and see if it is working correctly. One thing you have to do here is make this original so it will face in the just front direction. So just apply this. Okay, so the next thing you have to do here is go to our animator and here you have to create a new layer. In the layers you have to create a new layer which is named as loading. So we have to add the same mask which we add in the this layer, and after that you have to put here the aim idle and then where is the reloading? Okay, rifle reload. Okay, we can just put this one here which is our idle, so we will name it as rifle idle, and we have to make this the default and then make a transition from this to this state, from this to the rifle reload state, and then make a transition from this to this state back. So here you have to create a new bool variable which is reload. So you have to come here and just make it has exit time and put here the reload is set to true, and we have to add the exit time because we have to make sure that it is completing our reloading animation, so we will not remove this exit time. Okay, so if we go to our game and play this and set this way to 1 and go to our parameters and click reload, you can see it will show the reloading animation. So that's the thing that we need. One more thing that we have to do here is we have to move our camera a little bit to the right because our crosshair is showing up here, so we have to move it like here. Let's decrease it. Okay, and just copy its transform and set in the normal camera position. Okay, now I think it's good. Okay, as you can see this is now looking okay. You can also increase the crosshair width from here like 200 and 200 so it can be more visible. Okay, so this is the thing. One thing that I forgot is to make this width 0. So now we have to go to our player and open our Visual Studio. Okay, So in here we have to do a few things. We have to create some new variables, methods. The first method will be named as aim true. The second will be named as aim false. The third will be named as fire true, and the fourth will be named as fire false, and that's it. So in the aim true, we have to go here and we have to copy this whole thing and put it inside of this, and in the aim also we have to write here aim true. I am just making it more cleaner so the code looks a little bit more cleaner, and we have to just copy this and paste it in the aim false and name it as aim false. Okay, so this is the thing, and one more thing that we can do is just copy it from here and put it inside of here and name it as fire true. So just copy this and paste it here and set it to fire false. One more thing that I have noticed here is that when we just play, wait a second, let's load this. When this is in the idle state, if we press the click, it is not firing. It is only fire when we press the aiming key or right key. So here we have to do some code to fix that. So we have to write if input dot get mouse button 0 and we are not aiming, and if we are not aiming and we press the left key, we will aim to true, and then we will set our fire to true. So let's check this. Okay, so if we press right click and press this is firing. If we do not press, just press this and it is then firing. But the one thing you will notice is when you release the left key, the left mouse button, this is not coming to the main state, which is our idle. So for that we have to write here if input dot get mouse button up, you will when we will get our left mouse button up, and input dot get mouse button 1. So if we are getting our right click but we left our left click, so then our aim will be true and our fire will be false. So just copy this. Second, let me copy this and paste it in here. If we get our mouse button up and also we get our right button up, like it is not pressing, or we can just write here is not, then aim will also be false. So let's play and test if it is working out. Okay, so if we press right click and fire and release the left key, it just fire and stop, and if we release it, it come back to the idle state. If we just press and stop, it come back to the idle state. So that is the thing that we want. So the next thing we have to do here is just create a new variable here, for reloading. So we have to create here bool is reloading. So if we are loading, wait a second. So one more thing that we have to set here is if we are loading, we will not be able to do the volt animation to so to perform that we have to set if is not reloading. We are creating it on the upside of our space function. So if we are not reloading, then we will be able to do this volt animation and we will be able to aim and all the things to here. So if we are loading, we will not be able to do these things. Also just copy this because this is just a camera movement, so just put it outside of our loading. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Okay, now one thing we have to do under the is not reloading function, we have to write here if input dot get key code dot r. So if we get the key code r, we will set reloading to true. Is reloading to true. Okay, we have to go to our Unity and go to, wait a second, click on the three dots, add tab, and add an animation tab here, and we have to go to our reload animation. So as you can see, the animation is of 5 seconds, so we have to wait here for 5 seconds. So just close these tabs, and then we have to create here a new method which will be named as reload false. Okay, so when the reloading will be ended, we have to just set is reloading to false, because when we press R it will set to true and these function will not be we will not be able to perform these functions. So we have to reset it when the reloading is finished. So we have to write here invoke. So, and wait a second, I have just misspelled it. Okay, so we have to copy this, put it in invoke function and put comma, and we have 5-second timer. So after 5 seconds it will automatically set to false. And the next thing we have to do here is go player animator dot set bool, and we have to set our reload animation which we have set right in here. Okay, so this we have to enable this, and when the loading is finished we have to set is real, or we can just copy this and we have to set this to false. So after 5 seconds this will also be set to false, so our player will then go back to our idle state. The next thing we have to do here, we have to set the weight to 1. Okay, so dot set weight, set layer weight to comma 1. So as you can see, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So we have set the layer and then its weight. So just put it in here and put it 0, so it will be reset back to 0. So let's play and check if it is working correctly. Okay, so if we are moving and just press reload, you can see we are doing the reloading animation, and when the timer ends we come back to our main state. We can walk here and there, but we cannot do the volt animation. So that's the thing we are looking forward. Okay, so the next thing we have to do here is our, wait a second. So as you can see, if I press the aiming or I am filing and I press the reload, so it start firing, it do not stop firing and just keep firing at the things. So to fix that we have to set here aim false. So when we are loading, aim will be set to false and fire will also be set to false. So with these method, so that is why I have created the method at the start, so it will be easy, we don't have to put the everything again and again. So if we just right click and then press and reload, it will come to the main state and then reload. So that's the thing we are waiting for. If you just right click here and it will not work, if we just press one, it will work when the reloading is finished. So that's the thing, we have to save this and just go to our reload. And the next thing we have to do here, we have to just disable this, wait a second, let me see, disable this magazine and then enable the magazine when we just put it. Okay, so for that, one more thing we can do here is we can create a new gun right here which is a little bit smaller, just make it lock. Okay, so this is the normal gun. As you can see, you have to just duplicate this and set it to reload. So what we have to do here, we have to just make it a bit smaller so that it can fit in the player hand and it seems like the player is actually just removing it from the gun. Okay, it's pretty much set. So as this animation is fast, no one will notice this, but if you want, you can just create this and make it more detailed. So you can find the animation at mix camo and just do it. So this is just a tutorial, so we do not have to be perfect. So just copy the this transform and paste it in here, or if we just remove the preview, as you can see, so this is our reloading gun and this is the normal AKM. Okay, so you have to enable this and disable this one. So just save it and go to our Visual Studio, and we have to add here another gun which is the reload AKM or reloading AKM. So this AKM will be used when we are loading. Okay, so wait a second, we have to go here and here we have to, when we are reloading it, we have to set our normal AKM dot set active false. So we will set this to false and we will set uh, reloading to AKM to true. One more thing that we have to do here is just make this aiming AKM, maybe we are aiming, so just to double check, just make it also false, and then we have to just copy this and put it inside of here and make the normal to true and these two false. So when the animation completes, we will just set them to back. And as one thing you will notice, at 20 second our player is, wait a second, where is our, here is the reloading animation. At the 20 second our player is detaching the magazine, so we have to here create two more variables. Just add a space in here of 10 and create two variables. One it will be named as mag real and one will be named as mag or just name it as mag in hand or mag in gun. So okay, so we have to create a new method here, public void disable gun mag, and then we have to set here mag in gun dot set active to false. So the magazine in the gun will be set active to false, and the magazine in our hand will be set active to true. And just similar, we have to just enable this and just inverse these things. Okay, so we have to make here two invokes. One will be named for disabling and one will be named for enabling it. So just create disable gun mag comma 0.2, which just says it's 20 seconds, and also press their F, and then we have to enable the gun magazine. Enable the gun magazine. Wait a second, let me see where our player changes the magazine and put it back. Okay, so in 2:15 our player just put this back, so we have to just write a 2:15 F. So at 0.2 the gun in the magazine in the gun will be disabled, and at 2:15 it will be enabled. I hope you understand this. Just copy this magazine from here and let's see the animation. Okay, so right here we have to go to our other hand. Here we have to put this magazine. Wait a second, I think I have to copy it from here and then put it from here. Okay, so this is the thing, and when this will move, our player will move this, okay, and put it here and then put it back. So that is good. Just go here and set this. Okay, so this is the magazine in hand, and it will be disabled at the beginning, and this is the magazine in gun, mag in gun. So make sure you do have just make this one reload AKM magazine, because we will enable this when we are loading. So just put this gun and just put this in hand and also reloading AKM. So everything is set now. Let's play and just see. So let's see if it working correctly. So if we right click, you can see our player just remove the magazine and put the new one. Okay, great. So this is kind of great, man. You can as you can see, when we load this, just remove this at time but put this very fast. You can just change this time to 2.4 or 2.5, so it will be fixed. You have to test this and make it too much detailed as you want in your game. Okay, so that's the reloading system we are looking forward. So this is the thing. If you have not watched the previous videos, go and watch it, and if you like this video, just like the video, and if you are happy with this, you can subscribe to the channel. It will just motivate me a lot. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.